and come to the next, the last topic, that is Netflix. So Netflix, most of you have heard, those who are very interested in watching the movies and TV and having the documentary movies. This Netflix, most of you have heard about this one. So Netflix, come to this one. Let me have see the agenda of this Netflix. We are going to discuss what actually the Netflix, what is the purpose of that one, what is the history behind that one, and how the architecture has they defined it, how the services, what are the different services they're providing, what the strategies they are using to implement that one, and how they are using the technologies. So already I said you that here in this case study, only 10% of the content will be covered as like when you sign up and take the sign in, go and have the services. That is only 10%. The rest of the 90%, the content you have to cover in the case study is what's the architecture they are having, what are the different components they are having, what are the different services they provided, what are the different technologies they are going to using. Internally, technical things they have to be top for every case study. Don't think that only the sign up and sign in, have go to this step, that step, have this, do this, select this. Not like this case study myth. Internal technical issues as well as that sign up and sign in also. But registering and using the service is only 10%. But more talk about architectures, components, services, and the technologies what they are going to use. So like this, you please elaborate in the case studies. Right. So come to the what actually this case study is Netflix. Netflix actually it is a American uh, media services provided and production company, and it has headquarters is Los Quarters, which is in California. They started in the 1997 by two different authors. One is Reese Hastings and another is Mac Randolph. So these two are the persons who are currently. He is the current CEO of this company, and is the co-founder as well, and is also the first CEO of this company. Now, this company main objective is it is giving some a primary business focus on subscription based streaming. Now, what are the services they are providing? Is it's all or online streaming. Online streaming is what type of streaming it is giving is it consisting of some set of libraries, which consisting of in the libraries like such as films, television programs, and any live telecasting or documentary or any other interesting programs will be available of this. So it is a subscription base. When we talk about the subscription base, in the sense it is we have to pay and use. The subscription maybe is a monthly or yearly based on your the requirement. It will be person. See, Reed Hastings, as I said, is also one of the co-founder. Is also one of the co-founder. But this Mark is the first CEO of this company, and current chairman of and CEO of this company is Reed Hastings, right? And come to the history of this Netflix. The history is currently, as of now, April 2020, more than there is 182 million paid subscriptions are there worldwide, out of which 69 million people is from US only. So they have some exempted in some of the countries like mainland China because of local restriction, and Syria, North Korea, and Crimea. Because of this US sanctions, they are having some restrictions over there. Except this, worldwide, most of the countries is using this Netflix subscription. The companies also have the offices in India as well as in Netherlands and Brazil, Japan, and South Korea as well. Is Netflix is also a member of MPA. MPA, most of you know about that, Motion Picture Association. So worldwide, if you want your telecasting, your streaming has to done, definitely one has to be the member of MPA, Motion Picture Association. Now come to exactly what actually this Netflix is. Nothing but it is a streaming service. It is direct streaming service. This service may be offline as well as the online. This service can be have offline as well as online. So this is streaming service offers a wide variety of award-winning TV shows, movies, animes, that is different animated type of things like cartoons. We have different cartoons for children, like Disney, like this type of things, and documentaries and more. So all these streamings can be done through the internet connectivity devices. as well as offline. So just simply we can say you can watch as much you want, but it is based on your subscription without a single ad. Now, whatever you have the different ads in the YouTube or maybe in different movie apps, whatever you have like Prime, Amazon Prime Video, like different, right? Without a single ad with a low monthly price, you can see this continuous streaming. So this is maybe a weekly subscription also be there. So every week there is a new programs, new movies, everything will be updated. This is a just uh, normal what actually the Netflix means, what is the history behind, who have introduced this one, what the evaluation goes on. Now come to the second topic of this Netflix architecture. Now if you see, it is having the three layers, that layer 1 and layer 2 and layer 3. These three layers. The first layer, any devices, whatever the devices you have, any devices has the input you can use at the front end level. Now in middle, we have different API proxy services. Why the API processes we'll discuss in the next upcoming slides. But based on the device you are using, the API will be varies. If you are accessing through the mobile, the API will varies. If you are accessing from the TVs, the API will be different. If you are accessing from the any video type of gamings, it will be varies APIs. Now, what are the different APIs is? It's required sign up API. We have a discovery API and play API. These are the three APIs services. With the help of this, if you are in a sign upping, it will take care by sign up service. If you want to be access the streaming data, the content, it will take care of discovery API. If you want to be playback means when we want to record it, when you want to be download the things, when you want to forward the things, when you want to playback, all these things can be taken by this play API. So this is a domain specific microservices. It depends on the domain. What actually this domain is based on the configuration, it will vary. So this all together, these services, all services of this Netflix hosted in AWS. Now, how it will be linked to our case study means here the question comes: how this all movies or TV, whatever we are discussed till now, how it will related to our CC cloud computing means here the all the services, whatever the services provided by Netflix, it is hosting in AWS. So that's why it is one part of the case study belongs to IaaS, that is infrastructure as a service. Hope you are, know which case study we are discussing. Among this is IaaS service. Right? So already you are aware about the EC2, already you are aware about the S3, now Netflix. So it provides the infrastructure without requiring anything, directly you can stream that. And I will show you two more different architectures, how it will be used. This is another in detail, like we have a DFD diagrams, right? Data flow diagrams, level 1, level 2 in the diagrams means details in level 1, only abstract views in level 2, some more detail, level 3, some more details, level 4, detail of that detail. So micro levels, details when you want, we can go for DFD diagram. So see the different APIs, how it will be works over here. Now this is the we can call the Netflix data center architecture. Here AWS EC2 and AWS storage is there. Here AWS storage is there. Now with the help of this, how it will be operating in the top layer, as just now we discussed, we have different devices. Whatever the devices, the first layer from here. So front end load balancer will take care of this from the devices, and we are using some API proxies based on the device you are using. Different proxies we has to be used. After that, the load of that particular device will take care by the load balancer. Already we have discussed many times about this load balancer. From here, the API will be activated. So based on the API, it maybe goes to the database of Meshcache, or it goes to be the database of directly to the AWS storage like S3 or single DB or any other small things is required with the help of the structure query system. This is SQS, goes to directly Oracle. And not only this databases, we have can also use some replicas also we can use or to use the services. So from this APIs, not only the input comes from the databases as well as from the discovery services, the content, and based on the component services, whatever we have different components over here, based on this, it will be get the access. So these are the major components, like we have a front end load balancer, first component, second API proxy, third the normal load balancer. So different APIs is required, and we required these Memcache 4, and we required this Oracle and as well as AWS storage. So these are the main components is required. under this layer. So the first layer is the devices. The second layer, AWS EC2, where it gives the interaction between, already we have discussed about this Red Hat, how we are going to accessing by the help of PuTTY. The third layer, AWS storage. So as I said, you 3 layers, the presentation layer, middleware, and database. The same the architecture look like. And if we go in detail, now in detail of this one, so whatever we have, some micro level of the details. Here we have 4 different boxes. One is content, another is Netflix stack, another is the distribution, another is we are going to have playback. So all these 4 will be have. See the content, what type of content you like. Whether you like the TV show content, whether you like the movies, or whether you want to be original content, what we have. So all these are the different contents like Discovery, Disney, all these are the different TV shows we are having. This will be provided with the help of this, come to the Netflix stack. This will be provided with the help of this Amazon, that is S3, or we can use the EC2. Now the distribution, the streaming, adopting streaming can be done with the help of Netflix Open Connect. You can connect with the help of the CDN, global CDN partner, or we can use Limelight, or we can use Akamai, or we can use Level 3. Of these are the different streaming channels where with the help of this Netflix open content will be distributed. The last one is the playback. In the playback, how many devices it can be connected? 200 plus devices currently can connect, such as Roku, Apple TV, smart TVs, iOS devices, Android, game consoles, PCs. Like this, 200 plus devices can be connected to get the access, to get the content of this Netflix. So it is a scale of scale. So this is a total, this each will be a 90 degrees. This is content is a 90 degrees, Netflix is a 90 degrees, distribution is 90 degrees, playback is 90 degrees. All together, all this 90, 90, 90 will be called as 360 degree view of the entire Netflix stack high scalable. So that is the total picture it will be. So that is the second topic. It is the architecture. Now come to the third one, service overview. So just observe the service overview. I will take the attendance meanwhile. Just observe the slide. I'm just taking the attendance. So all the case studies are very interesting. So every time this Zoom app is generating a report, in that report it is showing that clearly the unique user in the sense starting from the class to the ending of the class, how many users are there, that users only they are considering. If any request, any because of bandwidth or internet problem, anything is there, if you are requested, then only there will be considered that attendance. So we don't have access to modify any type of attendance. Whatever we have here, we are just recording and sending, but again there will be at the admin level, they are cross checking. This is for your kind information. They are generating a report. In that report, once they have selected option called as in the participant unique users, it shows you all the unique users who are from the starting and the ending of the class. So that is for your kind information. All this will be features are available, right? So 3 plus 3. '73 is not here. 79 is not here. 81, 82 is not here. 87 is not here. 95. 99 is not here. 8 be not. Right, so fine. I've done my first attendance. First round of attendance. Let me have see this service overview. So in this service overview, in October 2008, what this Netflix has done is they have done a partnership with Starz and bring 2,500 plus new films and shows to watch instantly. So instantly we can be have at a time we can be see at an instance we can see this type of movies they have launched in 2008. In 2011, July 12, again the Netflix announced that the total subscription, existing subscription, has divided into two separate plans. One plan is the covering the streaming, nothing but instance watching. The second is DVD rental services. Now, what actually each one will be, let me see. So it is a figure. The first part is how the DVD services, DVD streaming has to their taking care. And the second part is the instantly on your PCs. Now for DVDs, what they are doing is simply you have to create a DVD online. Over 10 lakhs you can be created. Over 1 lakh of this titles you can list out and you can make a DVD. Once you selected, automatically they will be rushed and make a prepare a DVD without delay, no late fee. Keep each DVD as long as you want and return a movie to get a new one from your list. So within 1 day, they are providing that DVD services. One business day. One business day, whatever you have selected the movies, they will write into that DVD, they will provide, they will deliver you. So that is the first they have the service. Again, instance means just you have select from a smaller library of overall 12,000 choices. You can select any particular movie or anything, you can play black. So come to the DVD by mail service. Mail services through post. So 58 distribution locations nationwide they are having. Netflix ships 2 plus million DVDs each day. So 97% of the subscriber receives this in 1 day itself. So this is how they are going to preparing that type of DVDs and moving to the different locations. This is a Google map of location, how it will be, what are the different locations they are having. And the second part is instant streaming services. Instant streaming services, any one of these devices, maybe hope some of the devices are there in your homes like TV, woofers, type of DVD player, all. So all these type of instances you can be played directly. From this you can directly access. But only thing is internet facility is required. Right. So what are the different ready devices that Netflix can support? If you take the Blu-ray, this Blu-ray will be have the like Samsung, LG, Sony, all this type of devices it's helps. If you want a gaming type of, it supports the device Xbox, Sony PS3, and Nintendo Y. And if you have a setup box, STB, it is a Roku, TiVo, Western Digital, Seagate. And on the go, if you want to on the go devices, you can have PC, Mac, WMC, HP Touch, Apple iPad, like this. And DTTV, if you want, can use Samsung, LG, Sony, Sharp, Toshiba, Panasonic, Philips. All these are the ready devices which supports by this Netflix. And if you have a UIs, what are the different UIs it supports? User interface you can support this. You can have a UI called instance queue where you can see all list of like how you can be add to the watch list like this. Title details also be one of the user interface of this Netflix. Streaming playback also be there where you can be have take care of that streaming UIs. And also the optimize forward as well as rewind UIs also be there. So these all the other device UI supports, user interfaces will be supported by this Netflix. And come to the third topic. So till now we had discussed what actually the, this is the fourth topic, subtopic under this. First we had discussed what actually the Netflix means, what is the history of that one, followed by the architecture, followed by the service overview. Now come to the fourth one, strategies. We have different strategies like business strategy, technology strategies, innovation strategy, patent strategies. Now, what the strategies applied by this Netflix is, it is a core business objective, grow a large subscription. That is a, their objective is large subscription business consisting of streaming and DVD by mail. These two services they are providing. All these two services they are expecting a large number. So customer intimacy strategy they are applying as to subscribers. They are offering a choice of delivery method. It will mainly focus on customer services and user experiences. So that is the business strategy they are applying. The second strategy is a technology. Just they want to create the digital customer relationship and they want to deliver it to the in a personalized experiences of hybrid DVD streaming system. And whatever it may be, it has to capture by the at the end of the user. At the end of user, it will be strongly install based and multiple platform monthly subscription fees. They can be captured. So create, deliver, capture. These are the three main components they are applying with the technology strategy. The third strategy is innovation strategy. In innovation strategy, what they are talking about that one is whatever this is the first Netflix will take care of the any permissions or any rights from any new movies or from any other channels. First is taken by the permissions, or it can be hire the uh, privacy things from the parties, and so that innovatively they are thinking how good they can provide, how good quality of things we can be provided. So internal and open innovations also be there, investment priority also be there. So internal and open innovation talks about $1 million competitions to improve the recommendation engine by 10%. The investment priorities is they are taken care by the web-based STS and as well as the processing and distribution of DVDs and streaming content. So with the help of these two, they are mainly focused on the strategy called as innovation strategy. The last strategy is intellectual property. So patent for online DVD rental is from in 2006 only. They have patented. Not only they are have patented, they also have some trademarks, copyrights, and trades secrets. Trademarks is nothing but like the symbols. Copyrights, the content. Copyright means trade secrets means internally how they are providing, which technology they are using. All these are having trade secrets. And patent in-house video streaming technology they are using, and patented recommendation engine also they are using. So with the help of these three, they are providing a strategy under IP, that is intellectual property. The competitors for this Netflix is more competitors are there like YouTube, Google, the Hulu, those, and maybe have the cable and satellite competitors. Here see ad support device video for the broad target and narrow target. For the broad target under this, we have the ad supported video and cable and satellite TV. So these are the peoples who are their competitors. The narrow target, the standalone online VOD is iTunes, Movie Links. These are the Cinema Q and maybe Wango, and set-top box bypass VOD and the IPTV. These are the different peoples or the competitors for this Netflix. The last topics of today is the technologies. The technologies now, the question here is how they are, we have listed out the different services, different things, but how they are going to provide it. Now till now I didn't get any raise hands. So those who are interested to present the mini project today. Okay, so that's why I'm just waiting for your raising of hands. From any batch, if you are interested, let me know. We can start it. Just raise your hands, those who are interested to present today. Right. So come to the last topic of this today, Netflix technologies. Netflix, it provides, see the technology. If you want a event data, so how the technology will be goes on. If you have operation data, what actually event data means, on request, it will provide event data. Operation data is based on the event under flow, under the flow, a recording or some other, the static data. If you want to be already recorded data, already downloaded data, operation data will take care of. Now, what are the different tools? What are the different things, technologies used under that is, here only we have discussed Amazon S3 and only EC2. But not only that, if you want for event data, see this Kafka of one of the tool can be used. If you have a operation data, it is using Cassandra, and also this Abgis Hus, right? And for fast storage, they are using Teradata. This is available in Amazon Redshift, and also it is using Droid. And if you want the data processors, you can use the Hadoop, Apache Hadoop of this, or Hive, or maybe Spark, or Presto. Or if you want data services, you can use the Cargill, which is a Metcat. And if you want data wise, if you want a data storage of that, you can use the Tablio and DB and R. If you want to data explore, you can use the R, or you can use the Python, or you can use the Jupyter, or any other type of portals. So for each type of service, these are the different tools and technologies going to be using inside. So for event data, it's a Kafka, and operation data is a Cassandra. For fast storage, it's a Teradata. Like this, for data services, for data processors, for data exploration, for data wise. If you see in detail, what are the different interfaces are going to using for big data portal as well as for big data API is at the first column, it shows the different interfaces. See the tools for transport, you can use the forklift. For visualization, you can use the Sting. For the quality, you can use the Quinto. For work flows, you can use the Lipstick, and you can use the Job Cluster Viz, and you can use the InVisio. For services, you can use this GenAI orchestration or Metcada. Just we have seen in the services. For computation, for data processing for computation, you can use the Spark or Hive or Pestro, or you can use the Drive. And for storages, you can use the S3 or you can use the Parquet. So these are the different tools, services, compute storages, what it is going to be using for developing of this Netflix. So not only this, we have many other technologies, but roughly as part of the examination only, just highlighted only the few things I have collected from the different sources. So whatever I had discussed, all this case study from starting of the SAS, PAS, and IAS, all the case studies we have taken from the different sources, all the different sources. I just make it as a summarized one and highlighted all the things. So today we have discussed the what actually the Netflix. This is the Netflix where it is started, in which year, who are the authors, and the history of this Netflix, the architecture. I have shown you three different architecture. Whichever you're comfortable, you can draw in the examination. The service overviews having the two categories. One is the DVD service and instant service. So this is a DVD, this is an instant services. And these are the different devices. And we have discussed strategies like business strategy, technology strategy, innovation strategy, intellectual property strategy. And also these are the competitors. The last topic we have discussed, technologies. So all these are in the form of figure. You just draw the figure and explain it. So the figure name itself, the technologies in Netflix. So that's why I didn't mention some of the figure names. The topic itself, the figure name, it shows, right? So that's from my side of this cloud computing of total 5 units.